the financial and emotional impact of the case on the family, and how they are coping with the huge bill. The family that fought back against the Child Welfare Agency, and one had to pay a huge price for their victory. They faced not only the trauma of being separated from their children and accused of abuse, but also the legal costs of defending themselves in court. According to some sources, state foster care agencies take millions of dollars from children who are entitled to Social Security benefits or veterans benefits, either because their parents have died or because they have a disability. These agencies use the money to pay for the services they provide to the children, without their consent or knowledge. This practice leaves many foster children without a safety net when they age out of the system. The family in this case was one of the few that challenged this practice and sued the Child Welfare Agency for taking their children's benefits. They argued that the agency violated their constitutional rights and federal law by seizing their property without due process. They also claimed that the agency failed to protect their children from abuse and neglect while they were in foster care. The lawsuit was a long and difficult process that took years to resolve. The family had to hire lawyers, gather evidence, and testify in court. They had to face the stigma and stress of being labeled as abusive parents by the agency and the public. They had to cope with the emotional toll of being separated from their children and worrying about their well-being. The family eventually won the lawsuit and regained custody of their children. They also received a settlement from the agency that included compensation for their legal fees and damages. However, the settlement was not enough to cover all their expenses and debts. The family still had to pay a huge bill that threatened their financial stability and future. The family is coping with the huge bill by trying to find ways to reduce their expenses and increase their income. They are applying for assistance programs, such as food stamps, Medicaid, and housing subsidies. They are looking for better jobs or additional sources of income, such as selling items online or doing odd jobs. They are negotiating with their creditors and seeking debt relief options, such as consolidation or bankruptcy. The family is also coping with the huge bill by relying on their support network and their resilience. They are reaching out to their relatives, friends, neighbors, and community members for help and advice. They are seeking counseling and therapy to heal from their trauma and improve their mental health. They are focusing on their strengths and achievements, such as winning the lawsuit and reuniting with their children. They are hopeful that they will overcome this challenge and secure a better future for themselves and their children.